Welcome to video 2 of the Teacher Development series. In this video, we will explore how to prepare for teacher feedback conversations.
When I'm going for an observation, then I have a notebook. In this notebook, I record all the observations that I make in that class. Before I give the teacher feedback, I will then need to look at my notebook and just go through the things I observe. Before even I give this feedback, I should have celebrated the achievements of the past feedback with this teacher. And so if I have done that, then when I now finally call this teacher, the environment will be very good. That helps you create that environment, that emotional environment. Otherwise, then we will turn the feedback sessions into a quarrel. Somebody will be defending what he or she did that was not right. It will be defense. So for me, that is key. Before giving feedback, it is important to prepare your comments. I observed a lesson, I observed a process, and here I am now preparing to call the teacher for feedback. Then I need to prepare. What were the exact observations? So that I don't speak on what I didn't see. Otherwise, it will not work. Even get the words correctly. You know, the way in giving feedbacks, you will start from share with me what went well in your class. You know, you have prepared. Something that I find very interesting nowadays is that we have discussed with our teachers that I will be observing you and doing some recording in my phone. And so before I give feedback, I will need to watch that video myself of what I recorded, ensure then that the video is okay. Then when the teacher comes, the first thing we do is watch the video together. Because what I've loved with that is that it forms the basis of our discussion. And then I will make sure I have a chair for my teacher. So I'll make sure the teacher has somewhere to sit. And if possible, make sure that at least we have something to sip. It could be water, it could be a drink. It helps people calm down because feedback giving, it is not a moment for us to quarrel, you know. So if there's something you people can enjoy having together, it breaks the tension.
The preparation for our feedback conversation begins in the classroom by ensuring that we capture enough evidence so we can later make suggestions. Once we have enough information, it's time for us to head back to the office where we will review our notes and write down our final thoughts to prepare for the conversation. We can prepare for our feedback conversation in 3 simple steps. First, we review our notes in detail. We think about what the evidence is telling us and start forming our opinions based on that. Here is an example of some captured notes. What evidence do you see here? What is your opinion about this? Next, it's time to write down the glows and grows. Glows are the shining moments of the teacher, what they did well, and grows are the opportunities where they can improve. We don't want too many. 2 each is a good number. We can even choose to do just 1 each for short observations that are only 10 to 15 minutes long. The last thing to do is to think of questions. Questions we can ask the teacher that will encourage them to go deeper into why and how and what if. Here are some final tips to keep in mind.
I go through the notes and data that I collected in my previous classroom walkthrough. I always collect evidences during my classroom walkthrough. I also note down a positive observation and areas of improvement. This helps me to have a better conversation with the teacher based on the evidences. For example, if the teacher is asking many questions in the class, or if she's asking the questions to only a few students, I record all these points, and that helps me to speak with the teacher and give her a positive feedback.
Before we end, here is something for you to think about. Should we begin a feedback conversation on a positive note or end it on a positive note? Or do both? In the next video, we will explore some effective strategies for feedback conversation. Thank you for watching.